So, evening guys, this is another Toyman edition. I'm Double N and welcome to the show. So, this is the Bachelor edition, and today I'm gonna take you through just the normal evening day of a single man in Nairobi. A lot of dishes in the kitchen after a long day of eating. So after cleaning, then we're gonna make some nice meat for supper. So let's start by actually washing the dishes. For it's not normal for young people, like actually old or men, to be in the kitchen, but for me I find you're supposed to normalize it, because then it becomes a habit, so you don't feel like you're odd out of the kitchen. Actually for me, I find it so easy being in the kitchen and actually cooking, doing the normal work in the kitchen. It's not really hard. And I can say this came about with living with my dad. And actually, when I was a teen, through my primary and secondary, I used to live with my dad. So my mom, we used to have workers, house helps, but they normally used to just leave when you actually need them. When I remember when I was about to do my class 8, there's this house that just decided that now that is the time she wanted to leave. So after my mom saw it was not easy just getting house helps all the time, so she decided that regardless of gender, regardless of age, each and every person will have a day for working in the kitchen, actually cleaning the dishes, cooking, helping with the normal, just doing cleaning, mostly in the kitchen. And after a while, it just became a habit. So I find it's not that hard to do a lot of the things in the kitchen, like actually cleaning, cooking, which I know some people struggle with, but for me it just becomes natural. So and I advise other young men, I know it's for African culture, it's like a taboo, or it's not manly. Say it's not manly to be in the kitchen to cook, but I find it, in a way, it's ridiculous, because how are you going to know if your food, the person making your food, is okay? You see, like if the food, how can you judge the food if you don't know how to cook? So you don't have to be perfect, but there are basics. You just have to have the basics. You have to have the basics, like the staple, what you like cooking, you just do. And for me, I find it the best way to do is experiment. Learn, make mistake. When you're making mistake, when you're alone, you're the judger, you are the verdict, you give the verdict, you judge, you give the good comments. So you can always say, I'm a good cook, after you have burnt the sufurias, you've burnt the ugali, everything is messed up. So you learn from the mistake, and each and every day when you're doing something, it becomes a habit, and just you normalize it. So I normally say that the best way to do something is to let it be comfortable. Be comfortable, like the way you are comfortable when you're doing your work, when just enjoy, make it an enjoyment, like a hobby. It shouldn't be like a hassle. I know it's tough. It's not like everybody likes doing the kitchen work. And I can tell you, even some ladies, they fail there. A lot of them tell you a lot of ladies don't like cooking because it takes a while. You know, to make good food, you need to be patient. You need to have the time to make the time. So most of the time, not everybody likes doing that, you know. And even washing dishes, it's messy. Everything is, is there, and you're like, it's gonna take time, and you don't want to do it. But eventually, it reaches a time, in life, you can't always have everything you want. And sometimes just having a backup plan, just having your own. When you have your own, it's like, can give example, not every person wants to be single. Eventually, you're gonna get a partner, regardless. You don't have to be that you're married, but you can have a partner. And when you have a partner, moods, the other gender, they change their moods like off and on. So you can come back in the house and you're like, nothing is being done. You don't need to quarrel, go make noise or fight with somebody. Just enter in the kitchen, do your thing, make what you can, and it's done. You already solved your problem. I know somebody will say, it's not manly, you're not so. But look at this. Every time you go taking takeaway out, eventually you start getting different body weight. You increase your weight. You're like, what's happening with me? I know once a while having junk food is not bad, but it should be just like that is what your go between. Should have like at least once in a while. Just treat yourself, and treating yourself doesn't mean you have to go out. Sometimes just make the messes. Just make the mashakura, but let it be you. You are the one who's making the mashakuras, So it becomes, when you're doing it, it becomes easy because you can actually judge and say, okay, I know this person makes good food. No, this is it just becomes easy. That's what I'm saying. Like I know we were taught men are not supposed to be in the kitchen, but come to think of it, the best chefs are men. So you don't have, like I said, you don't have to be a good chef. You don't have to be a good cook, but you can be the best if you want to. And a handyman is someone who is somebody who is handy. If you're a man who can juggle a lot of things and you can be able to be flexible, you can go places. You're not tied by the norms of the society and everything, but it gives you that flexibility. So, and when you're comfortable, even if let's say you have a family, and it can be a part of your bonding with your children. Like maybe I'm washing, let's say I had a kid here, you'll be washing clothes, I'll be washing, you'll be rinsing. And in the meantime, you're having a chat. So it's part of bonding. So for future dads and future husbands, I advise you just get the trades. It's not hard. It's not a science rocket. It's not. You just have to just be flexible. Enjoy yourself. It's your kitchen. Right now, whatever mess I make, nobody's judging. It's me. Whatever I decide to do, it's me. So don't take it like, now since I'm in the kitchen, that you're making food and maybe your better half or your girlfriend or chifunga or whatever is sitting down. Don't give a shit. At the end of the day, I believe when you're doing something for yourself, you're not supposed to really judge yourself. It's you. The last person who is supposed to judge you is you. So don't give yourself so much, what do you call it? So much pressure. It's just washing dishes. I'm just washing dishes. And already I'm done. You see, like, for me, it's so comfortable. It's so, like, I find I'm at ease. so it doesn't really take a lot of time for me. I know some people struggle, and I know you find it hard, but hey, if you want, you can. There's nothing really hard in this world. As long as somebody did it, you can also do it. So I'll say just washing and cleaning. They're not so much. So since there are not that many in the house, so and I think you know my roommates still. So it's normal. I don't have a lot of dishes. This is just for lunch and maybe supper last night. So you see, it's yeah. I know if we had someone to do it, okay. Don't put it like we put a lot of utensils. You know, we just it's just for a day or just a meal. After a meal, maybe in the morning, we wash, and so it's been easy, you know. When you're actually my water, my sink is clogged. So let me open it. I'm using my hand. I know I have a plunger, but sometimes you don't need to do it. It's just everything push inside there. I'm gonna use a plunger later, but I just don't want the water to rise up. And actually it's going. So, sometimes yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, you'll be handy. When you're handy, you know, you develop skills. And when you develop skills, when you have a lot of skills, you're not held or you're not tied to one thing. You can juggle a lot of things. You're able to actually survive. You can survive. You know, you don't have to always dwell on. There are technical skills. There are natural skills. Those are their talents also. But also there are skills that you just learn. Like this is for you. You can survive. You know. Yeah. So I'm done. Already done washing. So as I was saying, it's it's actually evening. I want to make some supper. For I'm actually planning to make some sweet meat stew, meat stew, and kale, sukuma wiki, and ugali. So just done doing some cleaning, and I'm done. That was the last lid, and the kitchen is now clean. Didn't take time, didn't take a while. That was less than 15. So that was short, you know, short time. So let's say you had somebody telling you to do this, and you now start having a quarrel that I'm not do that. You know, like I said, when you're comfortable with yourself, when you know who you are, and you know you are not the opinion, others' opinion doesn't really affect you that much, because eventually you know what you want, and when you know what you want, you do it, you get it. And I believe there's somebody used to tell me that for you, if you want the best, do it yourself. So I think I've grown up with that motto that I'm the best. If I want something for me, if I want the best satisfaction, if I want everything, I'm the best. Okay. Yeah, but I'm the best. Like if I want to do something, I believe that for me to actually say that has been done good, it has to be done to my standard. So how can I know if it's my standard if I can't do it? So I believe that's my belief. Oh, and I think a bit of my principles. So you're done. Done. So here I have some maize. Do you like githeri? Actually, we use githeri is a mix of beans. You have actually this hot pot. It helps us to cook a lot of. Actually, even the meat is cooked inside here. It saves you fuel and time. And the time used for gas, cooking the gas, and you can actually use the hot pot, use the electricity, yes, but doesn't consume so much that like the way you can actually use this with the gas. So the meat is ready. I'd already cooked it. I actually boiled it earlier. So all I need to do is drain it. But first of all, I need to keep this maize. This is for breakfast and lunch. I know somebody will ask why githeri, but me, I like natural food. Oh, okay. Okay, natural, yes. Githeri, beans. You come to my place, these are what you eat. Mboga, or original veggies. The mix of veggies. The mchicha, the local veggies, kunde. You find fingerlings, fish. Oh, that's my meal. So, like I said, let me keep this for breakfast. It's not mixed yet. I normally keep it separate. So when I want to use it, I just mix the beans together. Then I boil it or fry it kidogo, and with spices. Then I'm able to have it for breakfast. And it's a delicacy. It's a delicacy. You should try it. I don't need to. I know it's interesting. Yeah. So let me keep this refrigerated. I do this so that in the morning when I want it. Most of the time, most of my food or the food that we eat is we actually like. We simmer it or we boil it kidogo, then we keep it so that when you want to cook, it's ready. So I'm gonna do this, then you'll join me in the next second part. So welcome again to Toymen. We are making supper, and the name is Dabwen. So this is not a cooking show. I'm not making a cooking show. This is me just making supper as a single guy. And don't ask me why I'm single. So let's go through it. So I have my onions. As I was going to making nyama or meat stew, and kales, that is sukuma. So you'll bear with me for the noises, a little bit of the noises. So you're in the kitchen, and kitchen has noise. So let's start. So our meat, it's already boiled, so we're just going to, what do you call it, fry it. That is adding spices. Just make it, what do you call it, spicy and interesting, sweet. So, and it's going to be eaten with ugali. And for us, I like the local ugali, the what do you call it, the local maize mixed with millet and mogo, the cassava, that one, not the one being bought on the So most of the time when I cook, I moderate. For me, when you're cooking, you don't need to put so much heat because it makes you rush. And food, if you want the good food, you just take your time. That is why you find not most people like cooking, because it's a tedious job. So you have to, like I said, when you normalize it, when you enjoy being there, when you're enjoying doing what you're doing, it becomes easy. So you don't have to rush it. I know you have a lot of things to do, but this is something you are going to eat. This is something for you. This is relax. This is you need to enjoy it. Some bit of satisfaction. So you don't need to rush it. Perfection is never rushed, So I'm adding some oil for the meat, and as the meat starts frying, I'm gonna cut some onions. This part, onions. I wish somebody can, if somebody is there who can have a remedy for onions, so that when you're cutting onions you don't cry. Please forward me the remedy, forward me all your styles on what to do. I know there are a lot, but which one works? So I'd really love to know which one works. So I have 3 pili-pilis, no pepper. Pili-pili, pepper, 1 onion for the meat, and 3 tomatoes for the meat. For me, when I'm cooking the veggies, that is the kales, I just use the tomato. Since already I just use the onion. Since the stew is gonna have all the ingredients, so the veggies just need a taste, for the taste, just to make it a bit, to feel the taste. But if given a choice, I just add everything inside it, since they are mixing in the stomach. My brother used to say, why do you have to cook ugali separate, mboga, the veggies separate, and maybe the meat separate? Since they are going to mix in the stomach, why not just put everything inside? It sounds easy, but it's very hard to eat if you mix everything. So you can imagine having ugali mixed with all this. So you can hear our meat is right. And like I said, bear with me with the noise. And as we cook, our camera is not able to capture all this. So I'm gonna take you through the cutting and everything. Then you see the end result. You don't want to see me. You don't want to see the cooking and everything. Maybe, but you can hear. So let's mix, and so this is my procedure. This is my procedure. So first, I'm gonna cut the pepper. Then add it. Like that. So in the meantime, you can put the water for ugali to start cooking. And so this is for 2. Don't need too much. Just 2. And that goes. So now it's hard. Keep on moving. Like I said, this is not a cooker. If it was cookery, I could be showing everything I'm doing. But for cookery lessons, I'll be doing it in another video. So today I'm just cooking, natural cooking. This is me being freestyle in the kitchen. Just doing what I normally do. It's evening, just having a normal Wednesday night. Oh, it's ladies' night today. So Most people maybe they want to go out. That's allowed. But first of all, before you drink alcohol, point of advice, get something in your stomach. Eat. It helps you a lot, saves you a lot. And the best thing about cooking yourself is that you know what to do. Like you balance the everything. So like the fat, the onions, the veggies, everything you balance according to yourself. Because remember, whatever works for me doesn't work for you. So if I'm going to eat ugali meant for 3 people, don't follow me, because that is me. If I'm going to eat ugali, if I'm just going to eat a piece of it, so everybody has different things. So mine, like I said, this is just me being free in the kitchen. Yeah. If you want to learn to cut like that, you'll follow me on my other video. I'll be giving links after. I have a cooking training for cooking, I mean. And actually I'm just starting. So you can learn with me, you can begin with me, because everybody is doing cooking, but nobody is just actually doing training. Like we have a lot of videos, professionals, guys doing cooking videos on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, but the lessons, like going through somebody who doesn't actually know from beginning to start, actually I'm actually, like you can see, the onions already starting, my eyes are watering. So like I said, if you have a remedy for this, I know not everybody likes cutting onions. It's one of the hard tasks in cooking. Really hard. So I'm gonna add the onions, the meat. At one point I think I'm gonna change the camera when it's actually done cutting everything here. So for now, let's enjoy cooking with Double N in the kitchen. The Toy Man edition. This is us just being free. It's a Wednesday. You can see. So I've left this for the veggies. After cooking the meat, after frying the meat, this is going to go off the veggies. So look for my sufuria. I have this. The sufuria is ready. I have some garlic here. I'm gonna add garlic. At least some pieces, 2 pieces. I said everything depends on you. When you're cooking, that is why when you're cooking, you need to experiment. You don't need, as much as there are recipes and everything, there are those things that you're making. When you're cooking, you have to follow the recipes and everything, like making cakes, special meals. But you're just making something for yourself, and you just want to just experiment, make the mistakes. You just go full house, but just make sure you're making something that you can eat. You don't want to spend a lot of money on something or waste. Then at the end of the day, you can't actually eat it. So just take your time, enjoy what you're doing. Don't make it as it's like work, like it's tedious and everything. Just have fun. Have fun. And having fun. So this is garlic. I'm cutting garlic. You don't have to cut like me, I'm not showing off. This is just It's me. It's a speed. I'm used to it. So the thing about learning and about being cooking, everybody has his own style. We have a lot of chefs. We have professional chefs, but at the end of the day, we make the same food, but different styles. That's the only thing. At the end of the day, it's about eating. Yeah. Sorry about that. It's the pepper in the meat. It's a bit harsh, chopping meat. So, as you can see, you're getting there. So, here comes. I'm cutting the tomatoes now. I have let's call this. This is paprika, the green one, the natural one. I like it. So we're gonna use this for after. Tomatoes and coriander. I have coriander here for the toppings, to making it more sweeter. I have my soya sauce. I use the dark sauce just a little bit, just to spice it. Then we have I have some Lego cubes. These are all for taste. They are just for taste, spicy. So what, like I said, spice is all about you. For me, this works for me. So whatever you want to add, go through. Just you go. No, kill it. Do you? This is I have my curry powder, and that's all. Salt, and that's all I'm gonna use for my stew. So still cooking, and like I said, the ugali, the water for ugali has already boiled. Is ready to I'm ready to start cooking. So let me finish cutting the tomatoes. Now I could have put some music, but I don't want to interfere with the speakers for you to actually get to me. I need you to actually listen to me. I know this is not normally when I'm cooking I put loud music. It's enjoyment, like I said, enjoy it. It's just fun. It's getting a bit hot. So our ugali is ready to start. The water is ready. So I want to cook the ugali first, as the meat is frying. So this is unga, like you can see. It's the brown one, the local one. So I'm cooking ugali at the same time the meat is here. So the secret to making good ugali, let me call it the local one. When you have already added flour, after adding the flour, let it boil. Actually, not boil. Like let the heat. Let it let it let it boil kidogo with the heat, so that it's like you're cooking. The flour is being heated. If you just start cooking immediately, you'll take a long time, and sometimes the ugali will not come out right the way it's supposed to. So like I said, it's give it just a few seconds. Doesn't have to be so much, just a few seconds. And our meat is getting. I'm adding some little bit of cooking oil. As you can see. So we add the tomatoes. So the meat, with some salt. And I'm covering, so so that the tomatoes get softer. In the meantime, I'm going on with the cooking of the ugali. So ugali mostly is just molding, just like you turn it, then you mold. Like clay. You see, when if you ever play with clay, before you actually make something out of clay, you have to mold it. So you keep on pressing, turn it, and in the process you're removing the water. And when you're removing the water, you're also dispersing the flour, so that it's just molding, as you can see. This. So with ugali, the other thing you also have to be aware of is the heat. If you put too much heat, then the water will evaporate before the flour actually, so it becomes hard. But you want it evenly. So if you're seeing like it's going, then you can actually reduce the heat. And you continue cooking. And you judge. You see, like when you're cooking, you see if it's so soft, you can add a bit of flour. Yes, because it's not supposed to be so hard, and at the same time it's not supposed to be medium, moderate there. So let's doing this. Making So my first ugali I cooked, my dad is the one who taught me how to do it. I used to do it before, but it used to come out not raw. It used to come out raw. So I'll cook, take it you serve everyone, and everybody's like, no, it's not yet ready. It wasn't ready. You took it out. So there's a day I was with my dad alone, with my siblings. Took me to the kitchen and took me through all the steps for making ugali. And from that day, I've never forgotten it. So, like I said, I have a cooking class. So maybe if you want to know how to make good ugali, you can text me. Maybe there, maybe I will take you through it. So the meat is coming good. The meat is actually coming good. And my ugali also is about to get ready. So kneading, this one helps with removing all the flour, because you don't want it to have flours, the molds of the flours and everything on the flours. So my pencil is here, kidogo. Just adjust this. Sorry for that. It's freestyle. I said enjoy cooking. So yeah. Still cooking. And the aroma is nice. I wish you could actually smell the aroma. You could actually smell the meat. I'm getting satisfied. So the ugali is coming out good, not bad. And from there, since I've done that, I can add a little bit of heat. And if you can hear that sound, now you're actually on the verge of ugali being ready. Can continue kneading kneading, molding, kneading and molding. Turn. Because when you're actually kneading like that, you're mixing it and removing all the flour out of it. As you can see, it's something amazing, because for me, I'm a mysterious guy, and I always ask myself, how did these people discover that the flour, if you mix flour with water, hot water, and you mix it, okay, I know it's porridge, you can the same flour, you can use it for porridge, but the mixing and mixing until it actually came ugali. I'd really love to know the story of how that came to, but like I said, that's a story for another time. Our meat is coming good. Oh, the reason why I cover it with the lid when I put the tomatoes, for them to actually break all over. I know most people don't like seeing the tomatoes on the, when you're eating and you're seeing like it's raw tomato, it's the mixture. So when you have to get the good mixture and everything, you have to, it takes time, a bit of time, but now it's like I'm steaming it, you know. So the steam helps the tomatoes to break down, so that it gets even. And ugali is ready. So as you can see, when I turn it like this, I wish I could. I'll do that when if I'm actually teaching, then you'll actually see what's supposed to be done. But when you're cooking ugali and when you turn it and it's not touching this whole sufuria, you can actually, then it's already done. Now you can actually remove it and serve it. And you know, hot ugali is good. Hot ugali is the best. So my ugali is ready, and we are going to remove it. Let's put it in the it's done. So our kales next. Is our kales has some flour, cooking oil. So here I'm ready now to add my spices, because the tomatoes have gotten actually evenly. There's none remaining there, so a bit of soya sauce, dark soya sauce, salt. Not sure if I added salt already, but you can taste, see, and all this. Nice, very nice. Add my Reiko cube. Reiko cube. Mix it. So since I said it's stew, I'm gonna add water, a glass of water, and depends on what you want. You can actually leave it like this, it becomes wet fry, but for me I like this stew. So just one for me. This one. It was interesting. And the onions for the veggies are ready. That was too much heat, but I've just reduced it. There for the meat, I can add, since I want it to faster. So, like I said, the ugali is ready. Although with time, you're going to get rotating the dingle that so that when you're cooking, it can follow you. But for now, this is for starters. So our ugali is ready. As you can see, our ugali is ready. And it's hot. Like I was saying, it's ready. Nicely done. So we'll cover it for as you wait. This is my holder. So the veggies, I'm gonna add spoon. So, like I said earlier, for me, when I'm cooking the veggies, since I'm gonna use it with stew, it's gonna accompany the stew for the meat and the stew. So I don't putting onions. Okay, putting tomatoes. I keep on calling tomatoes onions, but okay, putting tomatoes in the meat, then adding it on the veggies is just a double kill. That's overkill. It's the same thing. So just use a little bit on the other side, then just use this one. Yes. So I'm gonna add some salt to the veggies. In the meantime, I'll be cutting. So here we are. So this is sukuma wiki. It's been a while. It's been a good time. Thank you for being with me throughout, and join me in eating it after. Thank guys. So till next time, double N out, and have a nice time. Time man. Kudos, man.